Good evening. Welcome to the main news on CBC TV with me, Jacqueline Mankanda. The headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema calls for unity at traditional leaders meeting. President Chakwera concedes defeat, congratulates Mutharika. Labour Commissioner orders full payment of workers during company suspensions. FIFA to host club professionalization program in Ndola. And now, the details. President Hakainde Hichilema has urged traditional leaders to promote unity and support each other's cultural ceremonies. Speaking during a special meeting at Mulungushi International Conference Center, the president stressed that no ethnic group is bigger than the other, warning that tribalism and hate speech threaten peace and development. House of Chiefs Chairperson Chief Jongo of Monze echoed the call, urging government to safeguard national unity ahead of the general elections. He also commended increased social cash transfers and the rise in constituency development fund allocations, saying the initiatives have improved rural livelihoods. President Hichilema reaffirmed that where there is conflict, development cannot thrive.
Your leadership and vision has been instrumental in promoting agriculture, productivity, and food security in your chiefdoms. Well done. Congratulations. Mwabombeni. Mwabombeni. We also commend your cooperation with the government in implementing policies that support the development of our communities. Your partnership with the government under the able leadership of the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, is a testament to your dedication and commitment to the growth and prosperity of our chiefdoms and the well-being of our people. We look forward to continued collaboration in the future. Thank you, Your Royal Highnesses.
I'd like to thank you for your dedication to the welfare of our Royal Highnesses. Your tireless commitment to ensuring that they are comfortable and their dignity is upheld are greatly appreciated. Under your guidance and by embracing the role of our Royal Highnesses in development, service delivery continues to be successful in all our chiefdoms.
How do we make this available for development so that we can improve the lives of the people? And I will sit down now to say this government is clear that chiefs and government are not enemies, they're not competitors. We have one agenda: unity, development. Development, unity. Unity, development. Kwa maana. That's it. So, Director of Ceremonies, I end here and really express how pleased I am. We are with my ministers. I brought the ministers there. Issues that will cover a little bit that affect certain ministries, they can answer, they can contribute. So you can see the nature of this familyness in this meeting. Waputa wesu, hemkwai. You will see we hear from you as well. We're not here to lecture to you. We hear from each other so that we can have a convergence, common understanding. Can that be harmful to society? Dialogue is the answer to everything. It's not conflict, it's not fighting, it's not shouting at each other. This president does not believe in shouting at each other in the newspapers, in social media. No, disrespectful. This president believes in engagement. Some things we don't know, you tell us. Some things we see them in a certain way, we'll share them with you. Then we'll have a harmonious society. that is focusing on supporting each other and respecting each other, and then drive development. Chitukuku, Bukomo, Puyantanshi, Zwelo Pili, Lusumbu. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Malawi's President Lazarus Chakwera has conceded defeat in the just-ended election, congratulating Democratic Progressive Party leader Professor Peter Mutharika on his victory. In a televised address, Dr. Chakwera said he respects the will of the Malawian people and has personally called Mutharika, who holds a commanding lead with more than 60% of votes in early tallies. Chakwera pledged a peaceful transfer of power, calling the result a reflection of the people's choice. Analysts say many voters used the election as a protest against Chakwera's leadership rather than a direct endorsement of Mutharika.
Progressive Party analatsogola kotero kuti sangapezekenso ndiye zimaonetsa kuti amene apambane ndiwowa. Chifukwa chimenecho kamphindi kapitako lero nayimbira foni ya Mutharika nkuwapatsa mafuno abwino chifukwa chakupambana kwawo, nkuwafuniranso zabwino kuti mmene akubwera ngati president wa namba 7 wa Malawi achite bwino. Ndachita izizi chifukwa chakuti ndavomereza kuti zotsatira za chisankho cha president chimene Malawi Electoral Commission adawunika kale nkuvomereza nkupereka ku anthu. Ine ndazivomereza ndipo ndivomerezanso zimene alengezi momaliza akachita msonkhano wawo tukalo masanawa. Mudziwa kuti ambiri a inu amene munasapota kampeni yanga yakuti ndikhoza kusankhidwanso nkhani imene iyi yakumvetsani chisoni. Koma ndifuna kuti mudziwe kuti ineyo moyo wanga wonse ndidzakhala othokoza chifukwa chakundikhulupirira komanso kunipatsa sapoti yanu ngati okuyimirirani. Ndikudziwa kuti ambiri a inu amene munavota mwaona kuti izi zapereka chithunzithunzi cha mmene mwafunira kuti boma lisinthe. Ndiye ineyo ndili kuvomereza kuti ndalephera chifukwa chopereka ulemu kucholinga chanu ngati Amalawi, nzika za dziko lino, komanso chifukwa chopereka ulemu ku malamulo athu akulu a constitution. Ndiye kaya mnavota kaya simnavote, kaya ndinu Malawi kulikonse pa dziko lapansi lino, ndikufuna ndikuthokozeni chifukwa chakuchita zinthu zonse mwamtendere, mwabata, komanso motsatira malamulo.
The Ministry of Labour and Social Security has suspended operations at China 11th Chemicals Construction Company and 5 other firms for breaching labor laws while working on the United Capital Fertilizer project. Each company faces a 160,000 kwacha fine for failing to issue contracts, underpaying wages, denying pay slips, providing poor sanitation, and not supplying protective gear. Inspectors also found workers excluded from NAPSA, health and injury insurance schemes. Labour Commissioner Givens Mutengwa has directed that all workers receive their full wages and arrears during the suspension, emphasizing that safety must come first under Zambia's Vision Zero campaign to prevent workplace accidents.
After they were obstructed to have access to the employees and interview the employees, there was also a request to submit documentation. The company was supposed to submit documentation. To date, that information has never been submitted.
So on that incident, what was stopped from entering to our offices, to different offices?
Which of the different offices is that?
There's one officer. Wuhan. Wuhan. W. U. H.
W, U, yes.
H. U. A. N.
These are the ones who obstructed.
They were their offices, not our offices.
So according to the law, section 10, inspectors have the right to enter any premises during day or night where employees are employed. So if the company refuses entry or obstructs the inspectors from entering, that is an offense as provided by law under section 128 of the Employment Code Act. So, seeing that you have stated that you did not obstruct and you have given us a name, and the inspector who came here will attest to that fact. If again this information is not the correct information, it is again an offense to give false information to the inspectors. So you have two offenses. Should we verify that indeed it was you who obstructed? Then secondly, it's a requirement by law that any employee who has been engaged for 6 months or more, the employer shall, it is mandatory, provide a contract in writing. So the inspectors again requested for this information, but up to now this information has not been given. So failure to comply with lawful instructions given by the Labour Commissioner is again an offence under section 10(8) of the Employment Code Act. So may we know why this information was not given?
There are many departments and companies working in subcontractors. Others are in charge of other areas. You can't really overpass that authority on other areas.
那么说，我相信你们在大门，咱们进来的时候，不会在大门口碰到李来口，就是碰不到我们11号线。
So the time we registered at the main gate, that's a different company she was starting. It was not an illegal company running the main gate.
We have contracts in writing. How many are there?
They're March, like I started working in March, so even when I was here in March, there were other contracts that were there, so like the bunch.
Let them give us the HR policy.
Yes. Do you have HR policies? Procedures, disciplinary code procedures, grievance procedures?
On the laptop I have them.
No. Did you give the employees copies? Other policies you don't have?
I have on my laptop, but giving the employees.
No. Yeah, sure. According to section 96, failure to have those other policies and give the employees is an administrative penalty. You are aware about that? Pardon? Okay. There's admission that the policies were not given to the employees and were not given. According to the laws, employees are entitled to 1 off day per week. So, with effect from now going forward, employees shall have to be given an off day every week, each employee. So in other words, in other words, 48 hours per week. Beyond that is overtime. 48 hours per week. Beyond that is overtime.
对这个问题我来回答，请让我回答一下好吗？
The last one. is that we have found employees working without proper personal protective equipment. And because of that, we cannot allow the operations to continue. Zambia hosted the Vision Zero in Livingstone, where the minister officiated. That was to ensure that we must have no fatal accidents at places of work. So we cannot wait for accidents to happen. So before accidents happen, we must mitigate the situation by ensuring that no life is lost, no one is injured. So in that regard, we are suspending operations until you buy the PPEs for the employees, and we shall have to come and inspect. So the suspension will go on for as long as you wish not to buy the equipment. So if you don't buy it today, you are closed. If you don't buy it tomorrow, you are closed. If you don't buy it the whole next week, you'll be closed until you buy the personal protective equipment. While they are on this period of suspension, the employees, they shall continue to receive their wages as if they are reporting for work. This is pursuant to section 10, subsection 5.
Wamene uyo sangona palimwe sangona. That's why yakuti that's why tifika kuno sikuno kweka tienda mose simuno munustaka mweka na konse niye nchito yatu niye nchito yangu. Ili timu ya mbili, Ministry of Labor, mwaona minister lero pano tefyo, alipano kuti, making sure kuti, nchito ienda bwino, kuenda bwino kwa nchito ni kukonka labor law. Si mwamene? Ni mwamene tilili, kivelane, mwaona Labor Commissioner, alipano, tipita na monse, inoziko ilina ma district, how many? 156. How many? 116. Tili na maofisi mu district what? 50 what? 54 only. So muganiza kuti tiende monse tikafike mu district yose 116, but still tabwera. Mungaona tosana bwe msanga but tipita monse. Tipita pakuti ndisela ngono tizaenda monse. So tabwera lero tapitamo muyonse la mulo yamene ili mu Labor Law, Industrial Relations Act, Munapsa Act, Munima Act, Muzirim Act, Occupational Health and Safety Act, tapitamo monse. No tandiza wa employer banu. Nabo ni partner batu, na imwe ndimwe wa partner batu. Manje partnership ni kukonka la mulo. Kulibe tibwenzi chati tilibe la mulo. So pamene sibana tite bwino pamene balakwira basebenzi chamene babauza muno chamene bakuza nko na imwe. So imwe mufunika kugurizana pa kugurizana kwanu tifuna batiti mwamenera mulo yakambira. Imwe namwe musebenze ngako batichikulu na PPE. Bakupaseni PPE musebenze ngako because niye kwamene kutokera kuti wakazitita bwanji kazienda mu mwamba ngati mu union which negotiate minimum wage government yakupa sana. So chamwe tabwerera lero kuleta mtendere pano pa company aba bakonke lamulo namwe musebenzese bazima kuti tizakabwera tikasiya vintu vamene tasiya kuti muchite sona soma milestone nikubwerera futi kuona kuti vamene tarayira katiti mwatu osaganiza kuti mwatu muliko oenda kusija yachisime ya building kukambisana tilibe kukambisana kulibe vokambisana nikukoka tela mulo iyo muizive president akainda ichile masazi wa voverana sadifuna voverana akakugwira voverana uzangena mudende uzangena weka sota uzana pano kuti ujamene mukaone amene achita kusaidi report to the police. The police report kudek report kulepa siti bwerera kuti ti person pasaidi kulibe. So tabasira nchito yamene bakamba ba labor commissioner basebenzerepo msanga and then vinango babwere ku office tibatandize kuvikonka bwino kuti mukazikala na contract yo sign bwino kuti wazibe kuti hours yoseleza mu wiki bafunika kona kazuba kakuti apa bakupumuleko lero katakeve bazawuza bwino bazatandiza na chakuti bama unioni bamene afuna kukana na members pano bakabwere na beve bangatenge ma members kuti bakazikuyimirira nkoni.
The Zambian government, led by Engineer Romas Kamanga, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Water Development and Sanitation, is working with UNICEF and the Swedish Environmental Research Institute to build climate-resilient water, sanitation and hygiene WASH systems. Climate change is severely impacting Zambia's WASH systems, with extreme weather events like droughts and floods disrupting water supply and damaging infrastructure. The southern, western, and eastern province are the most affected, with communities facing challenges in accessing clean water and sanitation. The impacts of climate change are evident in Zambia, with the country experiencing its worst cholera outbreak in 2 decades and climate-related disasters costing billions of United States dollars over the past 30 years. Engineer Kamanga emphasized the need for strong governance, sustained investment, and inclusive collaboration to protect Zambia's future, particularly for its children. A 3-day workshop was held to develop a climate-resilient roadmap for WASH, integrating climate science with service delivery. UNICEF Zambia Deputy Country Representative Kemanao Motlao highlighted the importance of community-led partnerships, inclusivity, and measurable commitments to ensure no group is left behind. She stressed the need to engage communities, hold stakeholders accountable, and bring human relevance to climate action in the WASH sector. The collaboration aims to create a more resilient and sustainable WASH system, addressing the pressing challenges posed by climate change and promoting the well-being of Zambia's people.
Climate change is not waiting, neither can we. Zambia's WASH sector must be prepared not only for today's emergencies, but also for tomorrow's uncertainties. By aligning this climate rationale with our National Adaptation Plan and the Zambia Water Investment Program, and by strategically leveraging international climate finance, we can ensure that our WASH systems become more resilient, equitable, and future-ready. Let us seize this opportunity to shape a WASH roadmap that protects the health, dignity, and future of every Zambian, especially our children.
Please, when you are in your WASH meetings, talk about climate action, even when you don't see any of the climate action people around. That's how we will breathe life into what we are doing here today. The children and the representative of the youth, don't let us get away with tokenism. Don't let us get away with the minimum inclusion of children and youth. Push for more in this conversation and make sure that the content that we come out with here represents your interests, because this climate is affecting your future more than ours, because we will be gone before you are gone, and the impact will stay here longer and affect you more. So please speak and make it count.
We now take our first commercial break. We will be back with more news on the other side. Stay tuned.
Christ Life is more than a school. It's a nurturing community. Our qualified teachers use innovative methods that keep the minds and hearts of our students engaged. Our cafeteria isn't just a place to eat. It's a hub of nourishment and community. Our sports activities are always filled with fun and creativity that promote teamwork and confidence in every child. With access to the latest educational software, learners are prepared for the digital age with confidence and creativity, empowering students with skills in and out of the classroom. Swimming is a life skill that is cardinal for survival. Our ballet programs teaches more than just dance. It installs grace, discipline, and expression. The heart of knowledge builds in our school library with a wide collection of fiction, non-fiction, reference material, and digital resources. Our school offers exciting and safe playground facilities for both ECE and primary students. Safety is our top priority, and our drivers are carefully selected for their professionalism and commitment to the well-being of our students. At Christ Life School, we believe education is not just about passing exams, it's about preparation. So, if you are looking for a school that feels like home, where your child will be known, loved, and challenged to reach their highest potential, then Christ Life School is the place.
We continue with the news. The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, in collaboration with the European Union, has taken a significant step towards enhancing land governance in Zambia by sharing land audit findings with stakeholders in Chiwombo District. District Commissioner Lloyd Kayeka expressed satisfaction with the government's progress in completing the land audit, emphasizing its crucial role in informed decision-making and effective land management. The land audit aims to promote transparency, accountability, and equitable land distribution, ultimately reducing land-related disputes and fostering economic growth. By providing accurate information on land ownership and usage, the audit will contribute to sustainable land use and management in the district. Commissioner Kayeka's appreciation for the government's efforts highlights the importance of this initiative for the district's development. The collaboration between the ministry and the European Union demonstrates a strong commitment to improving land governance and management in Zambia, paving the way for a more sustainable and equitable future. Zambia and Lithuania have signed a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) to establish bilateral consultations between the two countries. The signing ceremony took place on the margins of the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York on September 23, 2025. The MOU was signed by Honorable Mulambo Haimbe, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Zambia, and Honorable Kestus Bedris, Acting Minister of Foreign Affairs of Lithuania. This significant step aims to consolidate bilateral cooperation in areas of mutual interest. The MOU outlines potential areas of collaboration, including energy, infrastructure development, technology transfer, and military cooperation. Both countries are committed to broadening their long-standing friendship through increased people-to-people exchanges and high-level visits. Honorable Haimbe commended the government of Lithuania for its genuine friendship with Zambia, which has yielded various benefits for both countries. He reiterated Zambia's commitment to strengthening bilateral ties, welcoming the signing of the MOU as a significant step towards enhanced cooperation. Zambia's state-owned electricity utility company ZESCO has taken significant steps to enhance its relationship with customers and promote energy efficiency across the country. The company's efforts have reached Nakonde in Muchinga province, where ZESCO engaged with marketeers, community members, and local leaders to foster open dialogue. These engagements, ZESCO aims to empower communities with vital knowledge about the electricity sector, promoting energy-efficient practices and community responsibility. The company is also addressing vandalism and reinforcing the importance of protecting electricity infrastructure. By building a more informed and engaged customer base, ZESCO is fostering a culture of shared responsibility and long-term sustainability. In recent initiatives, ZESCO has signed power purchase agreements for 332 megawatts peak of solar projects under the Micro Generator Scheme, Presidential Solar Initiative, and Developer-Initiated Independent Power Producers. These projects are expected to boost Zambia's renewable energy ambitions and reduce reliance on hydropower. The agreements demonstrate ZESCO's commitment to diversifying the country's energy mix and promoting sustainable electricity generation. ZESCO's community engagement efforts have been well received, with stakeholders expressing appreciation for the company's transparency and commitment to customer satisfaction. The company's efforts to combat vandalism have also led to the arrest of several suspects involved in electricity infrastructure theft. We now take our second commercial break. We will be back with sports and international news.
Choirs of Zambia. The stage is calling. Get ready to sing, praise, and compete for the ultimate crown and win a staggering 100,000 kwacha cash prize.
Here is how to enter.
Record a 2-minute video of your choir singing. Let your choir leader introduce their group. Send your clip via WhatsApp on 0968 261196 or email cbc.lighttv@gmail.com or bring it to CBC TV, plot number N4, Zambezi Road, Minwood, Ibex. This is your chance to win on Zambia's biggest Christian music stage. Don't wait. Entries close soon.
Battle of the Choir.
Battle of the Choirs. See you there.
Terms and conditions apply.
And now for sports news. The Football Association of Zambia will host the second African edition of the FIFA Club Professionalization and Management Program in Ndola from October 13th to 14th. The program, supported by FIFA experts, will train 50 football administrators on governance, finance, strategic planning, and marketing. It will later expand to cover more than 200 administrators from both men's and women's teams nationwide. FAZ General Secretary Machacha Shepande says the initiative is part of the ongoing reforms to strengthen professionalism and accountability in Zambian football. The reforms align with FAZ's 2035 strategic vision aimed at building competitive, self-reliant clubs that can drive football development to global standards. In international news, we monitored the BBC.
An update to bring you of what we're hearing from Dallas and Texas. US officials are saying there has been a shooting. It happened at an immigration facility in Texas. The head of the Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, said there had been multiple injuries and fatalities. She's been posting on social media, said the suspected shooter, the attacker, had died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound and that their motive was so far unknown. Now, what is not clear yet is whether those hit were immigration enforcement staff or whether it was detainees. In fact, in the last minute or so, we have had an update from officials in Texas. We can now tell you that one person has actually died and 2 have been wounded in this attack. So we did know that some of the injuries were life-threatening when the news first broke an hour or so ago, but we're now hearing one person has died, 2 have been wounded in this attack in Dallas. These are live pictures that we're getting from there. A huge police cordon blocking off the roads. We saw some traffic cameras earlier just showing traffic being diverted and the police on the scene, ambulances as well. So one person dead, 2 wounded in this attack on an ICE centre, an immigration centre in the northwest of Dallas.
On that note, we come to the end of the news. But before we go, a look at the headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema calls for unity at traditional leaders meeting. President Chakwera concedes defeat, congratulates Mutharika. Labour Commissioner orders full payment of workers during company suspensions. FAS FIFA to host club professionalization program in Ndola. On that note, we end this bulletin of the main news. Until we see you next time, pleasant viewing.